Hello, thanks for joining me at Let's Celebrate with Jamie Designs. Today I'll be using two of my back-to-school inspired designs and sublimating them on 4 products. Now, this will be part A, which solely focuses on using Canva to adjust the sizes of the designs to the products they will be put on. I will use these features from Canva to help add to the designs. Part B will be focusing on using these products we print off in detailed form. I will demonstrate the steps and equipment used to sublimate onto 4 products. So check out the second video for the demonstration. We have a kids sublimation water tumbler, 100% polyester towel, a sublimation notebook, and a sublimation bookmark. All of the designs and products will be linked below. I will also attach a 40% off discount code for anyone wanting this design from my Etsy shop. So let's get started. Where do I customize the sizes that I need for different products, including t-shirts, mugs, tumblers, and more? I use Canva. There are many other places people can try out, especially if they are used to a different program. But for people who are just learning and need a tool that can help create visuals quickly and easily with the drag and drop features, this could be great for you. The first size I need is for my sublimation notebook. When I go to my Canva homepage, I will see my recent designs. I then go to the left panel and I click on the plus symbol to create a new project. Then I scroll down the list to see where it says custom size. I click on that and change the pixels to inches, then width to 5.8 and height to 8.3. Next, I click Create New Design. Now, the page will be measured to the exact size I need. On the left panel, we'll have tabs for designing. I need to import my design, so I click where it says Uploads. Next, I click Upload Files. On the computer where you can click on the picture or design you have previously downloaded, it will then be imported from the picture into Canva. Once it's downloaded into Canva, I click on the image and it is brought onto the page. To expand the picture, I grab on the corner white circles and bring them out farther to make the cat larger. Now, these designs were made to fit a 9.3 by 8.2 tumbler, which is a horizontal design. Since I am making a notepad, I will need to play around a bit to customize it the way I like it. Now with Canva, there is a free version and a paid version. When someone is using different designing tools or fonts, the program puts a crown next to the feature. I want the background to mesh in nicely with the design, so I click on the white page and a white circle is shown. When they touch on the circle, the color chart pops up. Under the colors, there will be a section that shows the photo color breakdown. When I click on the first color it shows me, I see it match the background in quite nicely. Now I want a second design, since I need one as a front cover and another for the back of the notebook. If I click on the bottom of the page, it will just add a blank page. But if I click above the page, there are 3 icons, and the second one says Duplicate Page. It has 2 squares with a plus sign on top. Now I want to make this notebook from my daughter, so I want to add her name and the date. When I scroll down the left side panel, I click on Text. I then click where it says Add a Heading to customize the text. I change the words and then the font to something I think my daughter will like. I adjust the size and then the color. To add the color, I have the name highlighted and then click where it says Effects. Under the style, I click on Outline. They gave me a color that was chosen, but I want to pick something that matches the design. So I click on the dark purple circle, and the colors appear. When I choose the plus sign beside Document Colors, and then click on the dollar, it will say Pick a Color. I then bring the circle, which magnifies the color, when brought onto the image. I can also adjust the thickness to the look that I like. I'm happy with this, so I just click on the name and duplicate so that I just need to change the second one to the date and adjust the size. I like how it looks, so I then go to the top right of the page and click on Share to download my design. I click on Download and increase the size of pixels so it comes out with a nice and clear, detailed look to it. I want both pages downloaded, and then click Download. Then I click on Print from my home page screen, and up pops the design notebook. I have a couple of printers, so I just click on the printer, which I changed into a sublimation printer, which is the Epson 8550. For my second product, I will be making a very cute bookmark. Because I need two sides, I will put it on the letter size page. So just like the first notebook, I go to my left panel and click on Uploads. You can upload your download file here, but I have mine already downloaded into Canva. I put my design off to the side so I can make the shape and the correct size for the bookmark. I go to Elements and click on the square. I then adjust the size by clicking and holding onto the corner circle until I get the correct size, which is 1.3 inches by 3.9 inches. When sublimating onto a product, it is always best to make the image a little bigger so it's easier to line it up and get the whole image on. I need two, but it's easier to build on one first and then just copy it. Because the bookmark is so small, I just played around with it until I liked the cat on it. After I just take the sides of the image and bring it in. Now to add the little hole where the tassel goes. Canva will use helpful lines when trying to add to your project, which is very helpful when looking for the middle or center line. Next is the fun part. I need to change the background color to match the design, so I click on the top panel where it has the color of my rectangle, and up pops the color choices. When I see the photo colors, I try the blue. I see my design has some magical looking white markings above the cat, which I want to carry out to the top of my bookmark. So I click on my design and click on the Edit button at the top page. Next, under Magic Studio, and scroll over and click on Magic Grab. I use the brush and grab some of the whiteness above the cat, and then click Grab. I then play around with it until I like the top part of the bookmark. I see that the bottom of the design is darker than the background color, so I click on the color again, but instead of using the photo color options they gave me, I click on the plus button, which says Add a new color. I click on the bottom right corner that says Pick a color, and move my magnifying circle over the color I think matches best. Now I want to add something custom to the bookmark design, so I go to the left panel and click Text. Then I click Add a text box. I change the words to Magic of, and then change the font to a pretty handwritten font. And I want it a bit darker, so I go to Effects at the top page. I click on Outline and change the outline color to black. And after adjusting the size of the font, I adjust the thickness of the outline. Next, I do this again, but with the words Reading in all capitals, and change the font to a nice bold lettering. After playing around with the positioning, I group everything so it's all together. I highlight it and click Copy and Paste. Now I have a front and back. I name my project so it's easy for me to find in my downloads, and click Share. I go to Download. I'm printing a PNG file, so I want to increase my pixels and click Download. After it's downloaded, I click on it and it pops in display. I click on File, then Print. On the left of the printer info, it always shows me how it will look on the page. So now I go to and choose my Epson 8550 and click Media and Quality, where I change it to Best, and then click on Layout and click Flip Horizontally. I see on the left side how it has flipped my image for me, so I can sublimate onto the bookmark. Next, I click Print. The third project I am making is a cute washcloth for my daughter. I bought 100% polyester washcloths from the Dollar Tree, so I'm going to give one a try. It says on the package 11 by 11, but I always measure it again. After measuring, I will make my template on an 11.25 inches by an 11.25 inch and create new. Now I click Uploads and find my design that I have already downloaded into Canva. I click on it and it comes on my board. I stretch it out as much as I want it to stretch. Now instead of just changing the white background color, I'm going to try something different. I want to extend my design to the whole page, so I'm going to click on Edit, where it says Magic Studio. I'm going to scroll over to where it says Magic Expand, click on it, and try the free-form size. I grab the top of the design and the bottom to extend the size of my washcloth. Then click Expand. It will give you 4 options to choose from. I pick my favorite and then click Done. I change the name and then click Download. I do the same process as my other 2 designs, but because this design is bigger than a normal standard size paper, I needed to use my bigger A-sub sublimation paper to print it off. So after changing my printer, I needed to change the paper size to the tabloid 279 by 432 millimeters. It then shows me on the left side the changes it made and how it will look on the bigger paper. I then change my quality to best, reverse the image, and then hit print. Now for the last design. I need a size for my kid's tumbler. A normal tumbler is a 9.3 by 8.2, but this is quite smaller. So after measuring it, I need an 8.8 by 5.2 inches for my design. I click Create and then go to Uploads and grab my design I want. I use the corner circles to hold and stretch the design. This one I am leaving the way it is. You could add the child's name, which also makes the gift more personal, but for this video, I'm leaving it the way it is. I change my project's name and click Share. I click Download, increase the size of the pixels, and click Download. When it's ready, I click on the corner where it shows me it's downloaded, and it then comes onto the screen. I click File and Print. I change my printer to my sublimation printer, the Epson 8550. Check the paper size and make sure it is back to the normal US letter size. And then change the quality to best and layout to flip horizontally. And then click Print. Now, my design for 4 products have been sized and customized for the products which I want to sublimate. I hope this video was helpful in going through the steps I use when adding to a design, like a name or title, and the way to change the size to fit for your water tumbler and other products. Remember to check out Part B to see how I took the designs and transformed them to create beautiful and unique products which your children will love. I will link below the designs to my Etsy shop if you want to support my small business. If you use my code, you will get them for 40% off. Thanks, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and share this video to any other crafters who love to learn and create. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.